My name is Mike Celestino. I'm with laughingplace.com. It's so great to be chatting with you guys.
Hi.
Great to chat with you.
T-shirt and book, you
Yeah,
got it
I love
all.
the shirt.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I got the book for Christmas. It's a wonderful book. I'm so glad that the show is back for season two. But before we get into that, I want to ask you guys, how did you feel about the reaction from season one of Fraggle Rock Back to the Rock?
I think we were all blown away and so proud, and maybe a sigh of relief because
Yes.
we're all fans, right? And just wanted to make sure we honored the fans and hoping that they'd all be excited about it. And then of course all the new fans as well. But like we really were like, oh, we hope the Fraggle fans, we hope that they feel we delivered.
I don't think we slept the day or two before because all of a sudden it's like you start going into that fear-based thing of like, did we do enough this? Should we have done that? Did we? So I think that the morning it came out and hearing everyone's reactions and reading all the reviews, it was just like dream come true. It really was.
What about you, Matt?
No, I agree with all that. It was like, it's such a responsibility to take something that's so beloved, and there's so many reboots too, and we know we loved what we did, but you just never know how you're inside a bubble, and awesome reaction. So happy and really feeling hopeful that this season as well, the same, because we weren't having been given that confidence, it allowed us to hopefully have even more fun, go even deeper,
Go even further. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I loved it too. And going into this second season, I was curious, what goals did you guys have for the show in this second season? And how did you build on what you learned from making the previous batch of episodes?
Well, can I start?
Yeah, please.
Oh, great. At the Jim Henson Company, we always try to meet families where they're at in the moment, like what's important to them right now. And so with Fraggle Rock, always we keep Jim Henson's mantra of let this be a show that brings about world peace. So for this season, we're like, what is it going to be this year that, kids and families around the world feel like will help bring them to that peaceful place? And what they said to us was the things that they care about the most right now are climate change and food insecurity. And we were like, whoa, those are heavy, but we're on it. The Fraggles are on it. So that was the way that we launched kind of the messaging and heart of it, and then we built around it.
Yeah. I think we just felt even more so like a responsibility this season to like, okay, how do you take it a step further? How do you make it even more epic? How do you make it even more exciting? How do you make the music even better? How do you make the sets more beautiful? It's just taking us around another corner in the caves to something even more magical than we had the first season.
Following up on that, John, you've served as a writer, a producer, and a performer on the series. Can you talk about how you go about balancing all of those different roles for a Jim Henson production like this?
Director now too.
Yeah, I directed
A
it.
director.
Yeah, it's really just it's kind of just putting on hats and taking them off and trying to, puppeteers. The good thing about being a puppeteer is, we're watching a monitor all the time, and so in a way, we're always kind of self-directing, and we're always helping kind of establish the shots. And we're one of our responsibilities is to see everything that's happening in the monitor, at all times, so we can react to it and do things that are appropriate. And so I think in a way, it was easier because of that. But I'm also the puppet captain, which means I'm in charge of all the puppets on screen, all the puppeteers and the choreography. And so I always have to kind of be watching 25 things at once. And I don't know, maybe I'm lucky that my brain is already going 50 miles an hour. But I think the joy is always when I could just sit into a performance and enjoy being Gobo or enjoy being Sprocket or Architect and just, really focus on that and take that producer hat off for a little bit. And also I have the best executive producers in the world, with me, and we all share that duty, and it's collaboration. That's what lets me do that.
Great. I'm getting my signal, so I got to wrap up. But thank you so much for chatting with me. Love the show. Very excited for season two, and what I've seen so far is excellent. So I really appreciate your time.
Thank you. I also love Laughing Place. I love your website. So
thank you. Really appreciate that. Glad to hear from you, and talk to you soon. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Streaming March 29th on Apple TV Plus.